So Kerry 421, Galway 11 points. Wow, what a performance from Kerry that was indeed. I mean, oh my goodness me, I did not see that coming. That was impeccable stuff from Kerry and from David Clifford in particular. What a performance from Kerry. They've officially announced themselves ahead of the 2021 GAA season. You know, the All-Ireland, the National League, they have officially announced themselves. A miserable performance by Galway. There's no two ways about it. Absolutely horrendous stuff from Galway today. Look, listen, I know it's the first game back and all the rest, but look, listen, we've seen them in their first game back against Mayo and they were dreadful. They lost in very similar circumstances. They just seem very disjointed going forward. They don't seem to have much coordination at the back. Their midfield doesn't seem to be anywhere near good enough as well. But for Kerry, just exceptional stuff altogether. And of course, this is the match reaction, the first match reaction of the 2021 GAA season. So let's get straight into it. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to GAA Fan TV. This is the match reaction after Kerry ran out 22-point winners over Galway and Austin Stack Park. And what a performance from Kerry in the end. Just exceptional stuff. You know, they abandoned that very defensive system that they had of last year. They've gone full attacking this year. They played to their strengths. They, you know, had dynamic runs. Their players were picking up, you know, were in the pockets of space that you want to see them in. David Clifford, exceptional. Paddy Clifford, who came into the side, very bright indeed. And you'll see on screen there on the right hand side a list of the players that played today for both Kerry and Galway. We'll put the Kerry team on screen here first of all, a list of scores as well. The graphics used here are from Score.bio. This isn't a sponsor or anything like that. I just really like the app, and the fact they've got all the scores listed there just makes it very, very handy to use. So hopefully they've no problems in me using the app. But yeah, you know, you can see there Paddy Clifford with 1-2. I was really actually impressed with Paddy Clifford today. Like, obviously, you know, coming into the team, big expectation on him for the past couple of years, in particular with the fact he's David Clifford's brother. He's done very well with East Kerry over the past couple of years. Like, he's done really, really well, you know, for East Kerry and in club football in general for Kerry. So for him to come in the side and get a goal as well, like, you know, the 4 goals came from the Cliffords, you know, and just exceptional stuff. 1-2 from him. Killian Spillane getting 4 points, exceptional as well. I said it before, like, Killian Spillane for me should have started in that Cork game last year. I even remember in the Dublin game in 2019, he was absolutely exceptional. You know, when he came off the pitch, he made a massive difference in turning the tide in that game, in the drawn game anyway. And David Clifford with 3-6, I mean, absolutely exceptional. I mean, that goal, you know, where the ball is on the ground and he just dummies the defender and then just slots it into the right hand corner. I mean, if we didn't know any different, we'd be saying that David Clifford was having challenge matches in his back garden. You know, I mean, he just looks so sharp, he looks so fresh, and like a lot of these Kerry players, they were just absolutely fantastic. Sean O'Shea, brilliant as well, brilliant from frees, brilliant at linking up the play as well. We didn't see Paul Ganey score, which was a bit disappointing. He probably wasn't at the, you know, highest standards that we'd expect from Paul Ganey, but even at that, you know, linking the play brilliantly, not playing in the full forward line as well. He was operating in the half forward line, so, you know, still linking up those 3 forwards brilliantly, and you can see why, obviously, when you got Paddy Clifford, Killian Spillane, David Clifford. I think it's the right choice for forwards in my opinion. And, you know, even in midfield they look very bright as well, with Jack Barry and David Moran certainly dominated the midfield play. Paul Murphy, of course, coming in now as captain of this Kerry side, composed, brilliant as well, linking up the play, you know, getting forward as well. Just, you know, 1 or 2 brilliant passes throughout the game as well from Paul Murphy, which I was really, really impressed with. Of course, for Galway, I mean, this was just very, very drab indeed, and we'll have a look at the scores and the team on screen. You can see there Shane Walsh with 2 points, Damien Comer with 2 points, Matthew Turney, you know, his first game obviously in the senior side, and he got a point. And yeah, look, listen, I know for Kerry or for Galway, they do have a lot of potential, they do have a lot of great players, but I don't know what's gone wrong with Galway over the past year or so. You know, ever since they've come back from that lockdown, they've just really, really struggled. You know, a very drab and horrendous performance against Mayo, first time out of lockdown, and this as well was just really, really poor altogether. Misplaced passes, not composed enough in midfield, their defence was dragged out of position. And, you know, I said in the preview, you know, when you take Shane Walsh and Damien Comer out outside, I just don't know if they have enough, in all honesty. I really don't. We didn't see enough from Eamon Brannigan. Matthew Tierney scored a point, but even at that, you know, we want to see more. Paul Conroy, to be fair, probably one of their top players on the pitch, hit 2 points on the day. But just not enough. Gary O'Donnell quite poor as well. Like, just an overall very disappointing performance from Galway. Bernard Power once or twice caught out as well in goal. So, overall just disappointing stuff from Galway. Look, listen, it is still the first National League game. There's still a bit to go. There's still a lot to digest over the next two games. And obviously for Galway, they'll be taking on Roscommon next, of course, as well. And obviously, we'll see what happens between Dublin and Roscommon tomorrow. But we could have a situation where that game is almost crucial to tell. If Roscommon were to beat Galway, we could have a situation where Galway finishes bottom and potentially goes down. Worrying signs for Padraig Joyce. They, really have to get their defence in order, in my opinion. They brought in Jim McGuinness at one stage for a training session last year. I don't know what Jim McGuinness done with them, because they've seemed to have gone backwards. Maybe he was actually, trying to make them worse or something to try and, improve the rest. I really don't know. I'm obviously joking. Obviously he wouldn't have done that, but it's very hard to know what's gone wrong with Galway. They haven't won a game in about a year now. Obviously they would have won a game had they played Sligo, so that statistic is a little bit flawed in some respects, but obviously it's about Kerry today. Look, listen, we've got to give Kerry the credit. Just really, really impressive. I thought we've seen the best of David Moore, and I thought as well. I think his partnership with Jack Barry is much better than that of Dermot O'Connor. I think Jack Barry is a really, really solid midfielder as well. And what I like about that midfield pairing is, David Moore is the man who's composed in possession. He'll catch the high balls, but Jack Barry does all the dirty work. He scoops up the loose balls. He gets on the end of them. Gets in those challenges, the blocks, everything else, and just very good stuff altogether from Kerry. Getting the wing backs forward as well, like Paul Murphy, all the rest. It's what you want to see from Kerry. You want to see them be attacking. And look, listen, I am a huge Dublin fan. I obviously don't want to see Kerry do well. I don't want to see them win anything this year. But you have to. You want to see good football. You want to see good matches, and if we can see Kerry play like that throughout the entirety of 2021, and we see Dublin maybe at the same level they've operated at over the past couple of years. It's early days, but if you were to have a 2021 All-Ireland final of Dublin and Kerry, fans potentially back in the stadium, it's just very, very exciting stuff. It could be, really, really good stuff indeed, and we could have a real proper final, a bit maybe like the 2019 drawn game, and the replay to a certain extent as well. So very, very exciting stuff. Look, listen, massive congratulations to Kerry. Really well thought out performance. David Clifford, best forward in the country. Is he the best player in the country? For me, he isn't. I think Brian Fenton is the best player in the country, in my opinion. But again, it's two different positions, two different players. It's very hard to compare those two. But David Clifford has certainly staked his claim for being the best player in the country at this moment in time. Anyway, if you were to go out right now and place a bet on who would be the All-Star Footballer of the Year, you would say David Clifford, and I think an All-Star Footballer of the Year award has been due in some respects. Obviously last year getting knocked out by Cork, obviously, and he didn't have his best game that day. Obviously conditions and everything played a part. So it was always going to, he was never going to win anything last year. 2018, or 2019, sorry, he was close. He was thereabouts, but this year he could very well be up there. He's bulked up, he looks physically in shape. Obviously done a lot of work. Amongst himself, he kept himself busy obviously in the past 7 months or so, and look, listen, I said before in the Kerry season preview when I had Daniel on from the Kerry franchise, we said before that sometimes you need a big defeat, sometimes you need a really bad performance, you need to hit rock bottom, you need to take 2 steps back in order to take 2 steps forward, and today we might have seen that with Kerry. We really might have, but there's still a long way to go. Look, listen, if Kerry managed to not come out of Munster in the All-Ireland series, this game will be absolutely forgotten about. No one will be talking about this game at all, much like the fact that they won the league last year. It's something that a lot of people have forgotten about because of what happened against Cork. But anyway, this was the match reaction. Do let me know down in the comments below what you thought of the game. Who do you think was the man of the match? For me, David Clifford, 3-6 on the day, like I said, a hat-trick, outstanding. But Paddy Clifford, really good operator as well. Definitely a dark horse for man of the match as well. He was really, really bright, and I thought we'd seen the best of him in a Kerry jersey as opposed to, he's always been very good at club level, but we just haven't seen the best of him in a Kerry jersey yet. To be fair, he hasn't always got the opportunities. He got his opportunity today and he took it with both hands. Fantastic stuff. So really, really impressive stuff by Kerry. And for Galway, back to the drawing board indeed. Massive work to be done for them. But a fantastic result for Kerry. So do leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. More match reactions to follow. The Tyrone Donegal match reaction will follow after kick-off. I'll hopefully get that out a bit quicker than this one. So yeah, do leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you later.